Hiya, how you doing? I'm Whimsery, and today we're going to be watching The Shining. Why? Because it is number 63 on IMDb's top 250 greatest movies of all time, which is a list I sometimes go by, and everyone says it's really good. So what I do know about this movie is that it has Jack Nicholson in it, and I've seen the famous "Here's Johnny" or whatever with the door. It looks pretty scary. It looks pretty gnarly. So yeah, it's been suggested a lot of times. Apparently, it's really good. So yeah, without further ado, let's watch the movie. Hello? It's quiet. So pretty. The music is kind of spooky. I wonder where this is filmed. That's so pretty. Based on the novel by Stephen King. Okay. Usually that's a good sign.
I've got an appointment with Mr. Ullman. My name's Jack Torrance.
That seems alright.
I made the trip in 3.5 hours.
Wow, that's a very good time.
Mom, do you really want to go and live in that hotel for the winter? There's hardly anybody to play with around here. I don't want to call them Mrs. Torrance.
We're all gonna have a real good time.
That's a great voice.
Jack is going to take care of the Overlook for us this winter.
What line of work are you in now?
I'm a writer.
Our season here runs from May 15th to October 30th. 25-mile stretch of road, an average of 20 feet of snow during the winter. And this site was chosen for its seclusion and scenic beauty.
Well, that sounds fine to me.
Me too.
It's not a very demanding job. The only thing that can get a bit trying up here is the tremendous sense of isolation.
I'm outlining a new writing project. 5 months of peace is just what I want.
Oh, that would be perfect.
I don't suppose they told you anything in Denver about the tragedy?
Oh no.
I don't believe they did.
It's haunted.
My predecessor in this job hired a man named Charles Grady. He must have suffered some kind of a complete mental breakdown. He killed his family with an axe.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then he put both barrels of a shotgun in his mouth.
Oh my.
Cabin fever.
That's so scary.
It's still hard for me to believe it actually happened here, but it did. I wanted to tell you about it.
Yeah, that was very nice of you.
Some people can be put off by the idea of staying alone at a place where...
Yeah, because it's haunted.
As far as my wife is concerned, she's a ghost story and horror film addict.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that would be really cool, actually. That sounds cool.
Tony, do you think Dad'll get the job? He already did.
Sounds like you got the job?
You and Danny are gonna love it.
Tony, why don't you want to go to the hotel?
Oh, hell no. That's... That's so much blood. Oh, poor thing.
That's good. Now the other one. Do you remember if you smelled anything funny? Anything at all strange?
No.
Can you remember what you were doing before you started brushing your teeth?
Being weird.
Talking to Tony.
I don't like Tony.
He's a little bit lives in my mouth.
Tony's his imaginary friend.
It's kind of cute, but it's kind of scary.
If you were to open your mouth now, could I see Tony?
I don't want to see him.
Where does he go?
In my stomach.
Does Tony ever tell you to do things?
I don't want to talk about Tony anymore.
That's kind of scary.
I'll come back and check on you.
His mom seems so nice.
I don't think you have anything to worry about. There's nothing physically wrong with Danny.
Maybe not physically.
Kids can scare you to death. No thanks. Did he adjust well to school?
He didn't like it too much at first. Then he had an injury, so we kept him out for a while. I guess that's about the time when I first noticed that he was talking to Tony.
Makes sense.
He dislocated his shoulder.
How did he manage to do that?
Just one of those things, purely an accident. My husband had been drinking, wasn't exactly in the greatest mood that night. And my husband grabbed his arm, to pull him away from him. Used too much strength. He hasn't had any alcohol in 5 months.
Oh, that's good. Huh. Oh, that was quite the story. She seems nice, though.
I'm hungry.
Where's your seatbelt?
Well, you should have eaten your breakfast.
Sit down!
They were a party of settlers in covered wagon times. They got snowbound one winter. They had to resort to cannibalism in order to stay alive.
Ate each other up?
They had to.
I know all about cannibalism.
I saw it on the television.
He knows all about cannibalism. That's a horrifying story, though. That is so pretty.
I suggest we go have a quick look at your apartment and then get started straight away.
I better collect my family first.
Oh,
This guy seems nice. Oh.
This place is fantastic, isn't it, hon?
Yes.
Sure is.
As a matter of fact, this is probably the most gorgeous hotel I've ever seen.
She seems so much nicer than her husband. He seems so serious. And something is up with their kid. This kid's weird. Oh. Why is there two of them? Hi. Weird.
Bedroom, bathroom, and a small bedroom for your son.
Cozy.
You have the rest of the hotel to move around in.
Wow. That sounds so nice.
Homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hedge maze. The walls are 13 feet high, and the hedge is about as old as the hotel itself. Wouldn't want to go in there unless I had an hour to spare.
Oh, that's so cool.
Construction started in 1907. The site is supposed to be located on an Indian burial ground.
Oh, that's not a good sign. Haven't you seen Poltergeist?
That's our snowcat. The snowcat operates very much like a car, and it won't take you long to get the hang of it.
Nice. I want to drive that.
Pink and gold are my favorite colors.
Oh, well. We always remove all the booze from the premises when we shut down.
We don't drink.
Well, then you're in luck. This is Dick Halloran, our head chef.
Mr. Halloran?
You could show Mrs. Torrance the kitchen while I continue on with Jack.
Right this way, Mrs. Torrance. Are you a Winnie or a Freddie?
I'm a Wendy.
It's big, but it still ain't nothing but a kitchen. You folks that eat up here will never have the same menu twice. Turkeys, about 40 chickens, 50 sirloin steaks. You like lamb, Doc?
No,
You don't? Favorite food, then?
French fries and ketchup.
Nice. Yeah. French fries. Lamb.
How'd you know we call him Doc? You called Danny Doc twice just now. We call him Doc sometimes, but how did you know that?
That's kind of weird.
Sugar puffs, rice,
The music.
oatmeal.
Oh, no.
60 boxes of dried milk.
What do you see?
How'd you like some ice cream, Doc? So now we got dried peaches. You gotta keep regular if you want to be happy.
Talking about pooping. He's so nice, though. Why is he weird?
Do you know how I knew your name was Doc?
No, how did you know that?
My grandmother and I could hold conversations without ever opening our mouths. She called it shiny.
Oh,
How long have you been able to do it? Why don't you want to talk about it?
I think he's scared.
I'm not supposed to.
Who says you ain't supposed
I'm
to?
supposed to. Tony.
Tony.
There we go. Freaking Tony.
Has Tony ever told you about the Overlook Hotel?
We saw something really scary.
Maybe he showed me something.
Yeah, we saw something.
Try to think of what it was.
Blood.
You know, some places are like people. Some shine and some don't.
Is there something bad here?
It seems like it.
Well,
What?
you know, Doc, when something happens, it can leave a trace of itself behind. I think a lot of things happened in this particular hotel. And
Probably.
not all of them was good.
It's a huge hotel.
What about room 237?
Share with the class.
You're scared of room 237, ain't you?
No, I ain't. There ain't nothing in room 237, so stay out.
There's nothing, but also don't go there. Okay, that's good. Oh, everyone's gone now. Everyone's gone. Oh gosh, that would be so cool though. Is it just me or that sounds like a good time? I love hotels. I feel like I've seen this somewhere. Okay. I don't want to know what's around the corner. I hate that.
Your breakfast is ready.
Oh.
I suppose I ought to try to do some writing.
Do that with his eyebrows.
It's just a matter of settling back into the habit of writing every day.
That's all it is.
I tell you, when we first came up here, I thought it was kind of scary.
It was as though I'd been here before.
Okay. he's just, I can't place it. He's just kind of weird. Like, I think it's just because she's so nice and cheerful and stuff. He's just like it's a weird combination. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I want to go there. It has a grass maze. Oh gosh, the music.
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Careful! Whoa! There's chandeliers, man! You're gonna have to clean it if you break something. Oh, cool. I hope it's not actually that huge. the transitions. That guy did say it would take like an hour to get out. He said you have to have an hour.
Predicted snowstorm moves in tomorrow.
What you got there? Oh, here it is again. Oh, jeez. This would be so fun, though. Oh, gosh. What? Oh, 237. What's in room 237? Don't go in there. What'd he tell you? There's like hundreds of other rooms you could go to. Hundreds of other rooms you could search. Not this one. Oh, it's locked. Oh, jeez. He's going as fast as he can. I forgot what year this is supposed to be. He's using a typewriter. The music is so scary though.
Hi, hon.
Gosh.
Get a lot written today?
Music.
Yes.
Weather forecast said it's gonna snow tonight.
What do you want me to do about it?
She's just having a conversation.
Don't be so grouchy.
Yeah, stop being so grouchy.
I just want to finish my work.
Jerk.
Okay, I understand. I'll come back later on with a couple of sandwiches for you. Maybe you'll let me read something then.
Oh, you're so nice. Oh, he doesn't deserve that.
Wendy, let me explain something to you. You hear me typing. When I'm in here, that means that I am working.
Oh, he's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why don't you start right now and get the fuck out of here?
Oh, he's seriously the worst. Oh, she's so nice and happy. You ruined it. Oh, this guy sucks. No, even if it's a masterpiece, no book is worth that. She can't talk to people like that. At least she has the kid. Gosh, because she's stuck with that guy. Oh gosh. What's wrong with you? Oh, he's weird. He's weird. Oh my gosh. I've lost track of how many days it's been. Like, I knew he was had not a great personality. I didn't know he was terrible.
I knew it.
It'd be scary if you can't get a hold of the outside world and you're just stuck with this crappy dude.
Hi, how are you folks getting on up there? Over?
Are the lines down by any chance? Over.
Most winters, they stay that way until spring.
Oh, he's so normal.
I think it might be a good idea if you leave your radio on all the time.
It was real nice talking to you. Over and out.
I wish. Oh, that's so sad. He seems so nice.
Hello, Danny. Come and play with us, Danny.
No, you're weird.
And ever and ever.
Oh my gosh.
Tony, I'm scared.
Me too.
It's just like pictures in a book, Danny. It isn't real.
So it looks like it's haunted. And he can see parts of the past. So magical outside.
Can I go to my room and get my fire engine?
Daddy's asleep.
Yeah, stay away from him.
And I promise I'll tiptoe.
Oh, that's so sad.
Really don't make a sound.
They're both scared of him. His own dad. That's so sad. I wonder if he was always like this, or if it's just this hotel that's making him weird, or I don't know. It's so weird.
Can I go to my room and get my fire engine?
Let him go get his fire engine.
Come here for a minute first.
No, you're weird. He already broke his shoulder, dislocated his shoulder or whatever. Okay, he's being nice.
Do you feel bad?
Just a little bit tired.
Then why don't you go to sleep?
I can't. I got too much to do.
You would never hurt Mommy or me, would you?
Oh, shouldn't have to ask that. Something is off with this guy. It's like something's missing or something. He's not quite right. Oh About those twins again. I hate them. Is that the room? Don't go in there. Oh, what now?
It's the most horrible dream I ever had.
It's okay.
I dreamed that I killed you and Danny. But I didn't just kill you. I cut you up into little pieces.
Why are you telling her that? Don't tell her.
Everything's gonna be alright.
I killed you and I chopped you guys up.
Danny, look what I say. Go play in your room.
Maybe he's sleepwalking or something.
Danny, what happened to your neck?
Oh, hell no.
You did this to him. You son of a bitch! How could you?
He just sits there? Oh. Oh. What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh. He is completely unhinged.
Hi, Lloyd. A little slow tonight, isn't it? You slipped me a bottle of bourbon and some ice. Here's to 5 miserable months on the wagon.
How are things going, Mr. Torrance?
Not well.
Things could be better, Lloyd.
Women can't live with them, can't live without them.
She's so nice though, what the hell?
She'll never let me forget what happened. I did hurt her once, okay?
Oh, Jack! There's someone else in the hotel with us. The crazy woman in one of the rooms. She tried to strangle Danny. Saw this crazy woman in the bathtub. She tried to strangle him.
Which room was it?
Oh my gosh. I don't know what's worse, him or the crazy lady in the bathtub.
Highways are blocked by snowdrift.
I'm glad to see you. What do you see? Oh my god. What's wrong with you? What? Gosh. Oh my gosh, there's someone in there. Show yourself! Okay. Could be worse. Oh, that's a strange reaction. Your wife just said she strangled your kid. Oh, he's being weird. She's being weird. You shouldn't smile at people like that. Especially if they're walking naked towards you. I don't know who I should be scared for. Okay. This is fine. So weird. Who was that? Who the hell was that?
You didn't see anything at all?
Oh, we saw
Absolutely nothing.
more than we needed to see.
What about those bruises on his neck?
I think he did it to himself.
No, it was the rotten lady in the bathtub.
Have to get Danny out of here.
Not gonna let you fuck this up.
Bro, you gotta get out of here.
I'm the head chef up at the Overlook Hotel.
A lot of lines around here are down due to the storm.
But there's a family up there all by themselves with a young kid. I'd sure appreciate it if you'd give them a call just to see if everything's okay.
All right, sir.
Oh, he's so nice. Oh gosh, we're back here. Oh, this is so nice. Reminds me of like the Titanic.
Good evening, Mr. Torrance.
Oh.
Bourbon on the rocks.
He's just so unlikable.
No charge?
Your money's no good here.
See, everyone's dressed different.
I'm the kind of man likes to know who's buying their drinks.
No one's interacting with him.
Anything you say.
He just looks like he's gonna explode at any moment. Just unhinged. Even when he looks happy, he looks angry.
I'm so sorry, sir. Oh,
Oh, well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Grady, sir. Delbert Grady.
Delbert Grady. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Why are you so freaking weird? He's like, can't.
Coming off now, sir.
You're not being a person right now.
Weren't you once the caretaker here?
Why, no, sir. I have a wife and 2 daughters, sir.
You were the caretaker here. I saw your picture in the newspapers. Chopped your wife and daughter up into little bits. Then you blew your brains out.
That's strange, sir.
That's strange.
You've always been the caretaker.
Oh.
I should know, sir. I've always been here. Your son is attempting to bring an outside party.
So he's calling him over.
My girls didn't care for the Overlook at first. One of them stole a pack of matches and tried to burn it down. But I corrected them, sir.
Oh, that does not sound good.
We have the snowcat.
Don't bring him, though.
Red Rock! Red Rock!
You having a bad dream, Danny?
Oh, gosh.
Danny's not here, Mrs. Torrance. Danny can't wake up.
You know who this is.
KDK 1, calling KDK 12.
Dang it. He's just gonna, like, turn it off or
Are you receiving?
or break it.
Now, maybe they got their radio turned off or they're in a place where they can't hear it. I'll call you back later.
Oh, you guys are so nice. It's weird to see normal people after.
What time will we get to Denver? I gotta get up to the Overlook today.
But the mountain roads are completely blocked.
I'm gonna need a snowcat to get up there, Larry.
Yeah.
Larry, just between you and me, problem with the people who are taking care of the place. They turned out to be completely unreliable assholes.
Wow.
Okay, Dick, I'll take care of it.
Completely unreliable.
The entire airport probably be closed within the hour.
It's weird, it's like casually smoking next to her kid. It's very different back then. Whatever time this is.
And I'll be right back.
Are you still weird?
Yes, Mrs. Torrance.
Yeah, he's still weird. Take the baseball bat. Yeah.
Jack?
It's such a huge place, too. You just see things. Oh jeez. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I don't know. Just over and over and over and over. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Just over and over. So many typos. Oh my gosh. That's all it is. Oh my. Get out of there.
How do you like it?
The worst book I ever read.
Let's talk.
No, it's fine. Oh my gosh, there's so many pages. It's the spidery music.
I think we should discuss Danny.
He should be taken to a doctor.
Maybe he should be taken to a doctor.
You are concerned about him.
Duh.
Have you ever had a single thought about my responsibilities to my employers?
Stay away from me.
Yeah. She's gonna hit you.
I'm very confused. Don't hurt me.
Darling,
hit him.
Light of my life. I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Hit him. Keep swinging it.
Put the bat down. Ready?
Yeah! You know, go down there. Hit him again. Make sure he's... Yeah. Oh, he's waking up. He's waking up, dude. You gotta go faster than that. Yes. Shove him in there. Shove him in the pantry. Lock him in the pantry. That's fine.
Wendy, baby, I need a doctor.
I'm gonna go now.
You're not going anywhere.
She couldn't put a jacket on. He cut the something and he broke the radio. At least he can't get out of there. You can't get out of the industrial pantry or freezer. Oh yeah, he did hit his head pretty bad.
It's Grady, Mr. Torrance.
Oh hell no.
Delbert Grady.
Go away, Delbert. Creepy little turd. What you eating?
I and others have come to believe that your heart is not in this.
What?
Your wife appears to be stronger than we imagined. Resourceful.
Only for the moment.
I mean, you're locked in there, bro.
I give you my word.
No. I thought he was like a ghost. I knew it. I like this guy. I don't think no one's even paying him or anything to do this. He's just nice, and he looks terrified too. Oh gosh. I've heard of them. I've seen that. Red rum. Red rum.
Red rum.
Oh, you're really good at that.
Red rum.
Ah! Oh gosh, red rum. Murder spelled backwards. Why do you have to be in your jammies?
Wendy, I'm home.
Oh my gosh.
Come out, wherever you are.
How did you get out? How did you get out?
Not by the hair on your chinny chin chin. And I'll blow your house in. Here's Johnny.
Yeah! Here's Johnny. Yes! He's here. This poor kid. Okay.
Hello? Anybody here?
Any boy?
No, 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 no! What? What was that? That looks so messed up. Oh my gosh, she's out there with no jacket. Did he have shoes? I hope he has shoes. Oh my gosh, what was that? And why?
Daddy!
Oh my gosh. But he can see her footprints though. Ah.
Great party, isn't it?
Who are you? Oh my gosh. What is this? What a smart kid. Oh, he's getting cold. Yeah, you didn't grab a jacket. You could have. Good job. Yes! Run him over! He's probably lost in the maze. Yes! Oh my gosh. I don't even feel bad for him. That's fine. That's fine with me. Okay, this is like an old picture. Oh, there he is! That's from so long ago. Still looking just as creepy. Overlook Hotel, 1921. The Caretaker. That must be the end. Yeah, that movie was crazy. It was Stephen King, so I should have expected so much. I'm going to rewatch that, and then I'll be right back with my outro. Okay, as usual, let's start with a quick award ceremony. The award for most useless extra character goes to... Best line goes to...
They turned out to be completely unreliable assholes.
Yeah, Halloran is my favorite. Most confusing moment goes to Dog, Bear, Bear, Dog. Dog, Bear, Bear, Dog. Nothing will ever justify any of that for me. I'm still upset. Most dramatic moment goes to Tuesday for this. Like, what the hell? Why? Why was it just like Tuesday? Like, I mean, I like Tuesdays. And finally, most misunderstood character. Ow. Most misunderstood character goes to... Really, she was so nice. She was smiling the whole time. She gave him a hug. You know, she was just a cheerful ray of sunshine. She was trying, okay? She was doing the best with what she had. it's not her fault that, you know, he imagined that she was tall and young. Like, she's just like, hey, and then she's, you know, she's walking towards him, and she's like, ha 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 ha, you know, with this grandmotherly smile on her face, and he's just being a jerk. He's just being a jerk. Not really. She was terrifying. I hated her. If you didn't notice, I loved this movie. It wasn't really a stereotypical horror movie per se. There's so much more storytelling going on, and I feel like if I watched it like 10 more times, I still would miss a lot of the details, because each time I watch it I'm like, I didn't even notice that or that. And you know, I watched this documentary about it called Room 237, and there's just all these just so many theories about the movie. The hotel was built on a Indian burial ground, he says, so there's the theory that, you know, the movie represents the genocide of indigenous people in America. There's so many different ways you can run with this movie. From the beginning, there was hints of Stephen King placed throughout the movie. Jack mentions Portland, Maine. You know, there's Maine again. If anyone reads Stephen King, he's always talking about Maine. I think he lives in Maine, that's why. You know, in Colorado, it's based in Colorado. You know, Stephen King has done stories based in Colorado. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I could just sniff him. You know, And yeah, Stephen King, anything that I've watched that's based on a novel by him, it never disappoints me. I'm not an avid Stephen King reader, but at the same time, I don't know, just good stuff. When I see his name, I'm like, this is probably gonna be pretty good. So I get the sense that the Stanley Hotel is kind of like purgatory. Maybe the people who die there stay there. I'm not sure. There's just so many ghosts. And it's this huge hotel, so obviously a lot has happened over the years. You know, there's this photo from 1921 with Jack in it, the caretaker, and obviously this place is just haunted. So prior to this movie, Stanley Kubrick had done a movie called Barry Lyndon in 1975. It didn't do particularly well at the box office, and a lot of people thought it was kind of, I don't know, slow and, I don't know, maybe boring. It was a long movie, not great reviews. And so I guess maybe this was his way to sort of turn that around. And he put kind of really his own spin on the story. It's apparently quite different from the book. I haven't read the book, by the way. Let me know if it's good. I know I'm gonna read it. Alright, so the casting was great. The acting was amazing. The actor who played little Danny, his name is Danny Lloyd, which is kind of funny. They have the same first name. And he was chosen out of thousands of boys who auditioned to play the part. And he's the one who came up with the finger, when he's doing Tony, you know, Danny's not here, Mrs. Torrance, or whatever. He came up with that. Like, nobody told him to do that. And because he was so young, I think he was 4 when he was picked out of all that whole pool of kids. I think he was like 4. He was really little. Kubrick kind of sheltered him from the actual terror that is this movie, in order to keep him from being, you know, scarred for life. So the entire time, little Danny thinking he's doing, you know, some drama film. He doesn't know how scary it is, and just his performance. Oh my gosh, so great, especially for a kid. Like, oh my gosh, top tier child acting. And I'm so happy that he was protected by the adults, you know, because it really is a scary. It scarred a lot of people, I know that. So yeah, the reason I didn't recognize this kid is because he only played like, what, one other role after this? I don't know. He retired when he was 10 years old from acting. That's great. And then we got Shelley Duvall, who plays Wendy. I know she was put through the ringer. I'd actually heard about this before I watched this movie. She was actually nominated for a Golden Raspberry, which is not like, it's like a bad thing. For this role, people, a lot of people thought, oh, she was terrible or whatever. I don't understand that. It's so unfair. She did amazingly, and even if she hadn't, it wasn't a choice made by her. It was the directing, really. The director was really hard on her. I don't know why they have to blame the actress for that. It certainly wasn't her fault. She was an amazing actress in this, and I personally loved her character. She was so bright and cheery and such a good foil to, Jack, who was, quiet, one-word sentences, just kind of disturbed looking throughout, and I don't know, I thought she was amazing. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick was particularly harsh with the treatment of Shelley Duvall. He had her redo the scene, the baseball scene, 127 times. Like, it's crazy. That sounds so exhausting. Acting in itself is already, really hard, and it takes a toll on you, but having a role like that, where she says she was crying, she'd cry for 12 hours, 12-hour days, every day of the week. For this role, that really takes a toll on you, because, as an actor, you're still your body is physically going through these emotions. And so to be hysterical for, hours on end, your body is just exhausted. Acting is tricking your body into things, even though, it's fake, it's acting, it's real, and it has the same effects. Like, I know she lost a lot of hair from the stress, and I don't know, you know how I feel about that, directors putting their actors through that. I don't believe in that. I don't like that forced method acting, all that bullcrap. I've always said, if you don't trust your actors to do a good job, get a new actor. Like, she's a great actress. She could have pulled it off without the mistreatment, but, that's my opinion. This was back in the 80s, it's not that long ago, 40 years. Yeah, I actually knew her before this from a Dr. Phil episode. I don't watch Dr. Phil. I hate Dr. Phil. He's exploitative. He's just a terrible person. It's the closest to hating someone that I can get, at least. But she was on an episode, and, she's not doing great mentally. She was in a bad place when he interviewed her, and a lot of people thought, that's exploitative, and it made her look really bad, I guess. Luckily, people actually noticed that and took it seriously, rather than just saying, oh, she's weird, or, I don't know, she went crazy. Yeah, I love Wendy as a character. I wish she was real. I would totally be friends with her, and she's so pretty, like those huge eyes. Oh my gosh, I just found her so endearing. I don't know. Jack Nicholson's character, Jack played Jack, Danny played Danny. I wonder why. I'm pretty sure they kept the names in the book. It's just a coincidence, maybe? I don't know. Jack Nicholson was great at this. Like, I find him so... I think it's probably an accident. He's not trying to be funny, I'm not sure. But several instances, I'm just like... I'm trying not to laugh, because it'll be a serious moment. And I find his style very funny. He's a funny guy to me. And I know, like, it's a serious role. And it's very scary, but at the same time, Jack Nicholson as an actor, I like to watch him. Something about his eyebrows, I swear. And that kind of... Am I doing it? That's just unhinged, absolutely disturbing expression that he does. I know that Stanley Kubrick uses that expression with other actors in other films, but he was perfect for this. He was actually not the first choice. Robin Williams was actually considered for this part, which would have been really very, very interesting. I know Robin Williams is great. See, he could have pulled it off, but I'm glad they stuck with Jack Nicholson. Also, Harrison Ford. Like, can you imagine that? Harrison Ford, here's Johnny. Actually, that line would have never happened because it was improvised by Jack Nicholson. It's actually a reference to, I guess, like I think a talk show. I'm not sure, but it was popular, in the 80s. And Stanley Kubrick, I think he almost cut that line, which is like funny enough, like the most famous line. I knew that line well before I watched this. Yeah, how different would it be if it was played by Robin Williams or Harrison Ford? It would not be the same movie, I feel. Anyway, the acting was great. I loved Mr. Halloran. I did not like Delbert Grady. I didn't like him. Oh, the music was something else. I loved the music in this. Wendy Carlos did such an amazing job. It really moved the story along, but sometimes it's just so jarring. I feel like the music was scarier than what's on the screen half the time. And sometimes it was almost like just came out of nowhere. It was so unexpected. It set the mood for the entire movie. Yeah, just loved the music. When it came out, the movie, it had mixed reviews, especially due to the fact that it differs a lot from the book by Stephen King. A lot of people were, disappointed, I guess, because it was so different. He took a lot of liberties. Like, I can't really speak to it because I haven't read the book, but they didn't like the differences. You know how that happens all the time with books that are, made into movies. People complain about it, and sometimes I roll my eyes at their complaints. I'm like, it's a completely different, like, you want it to be exactly the same word for word. That's so lame, dude. Like, no. And it's never gonna be as it is in your head. Although sometimes, I agree. Like, sometimes I have been disappointed by the on-screen version of a book, but anyway, a lot of people had something to say, like, and a lot of people said it wasn't scary enough, which I find to be very interesting, because I thought it was plenty scary. It wasn't maybe, like, in-your-face type of scary. I think a lot of it was psychological, but that's what I like. I don't know. I like that, it messes with your head. I like that it's super detailed. I like that it is super realistic sometimes, and then just completely out of left field fantasy. And, like, for instance, when Wendy comes across downstairs all the skeletons, with the cobwebs and the skeletons, like, what the hell was that? And speaking of what the hell moments, the dog bear dog scene with the I've read theories about what that stands for. Also, I know that something with a dog costume takes place in the book, and I won't know till I read it, but I'm just, like, so confused. I'm like, what was that? Like, what? But I thought, I don't know. I'm glad it was in there. It gave me a good laugh. I wonder what it would be like watching it in the theater. But yeah, I guess it wasn't scary in the typical fashion. I thought it was really scary. Probably one of the harshest critics of the movie was Stephen King himself. He was pretty open about his disapproval, and I think he was disappointed with a lot of aspects, such as, I guess in the book, Wendy is this strong, independent character, and he was like, wait, in the movie, she's, weak, and I think he uses the word stupid, which is kind of funny, because she didn't strike me as stupid. I just thought maybe she's naive. I guess stupid is another word for that. But yeah, I love the character. Again, I don't know. There's a lot of criticism for Wendy for some reason. But yeah, he didn't really like it. He didn't like the fact that it wasn't filmed at the actual Stanley Hotel in Colorado, Estes Park. It was filmed in England. On the inside, the interior shots were done in on a set, basically. So he didn't like that. I loved how the story went from, like, this most people's, I'd imagine, most people's dream job, like their absolute best fantasy job, to, you know, someone's worst nightmare. The theme of isolation plays to a lot of people. It doesn't strike fear in my heart. Isolation doesn't really scare me, but for some people, that's their version of hell. There's a lot of themes that can be drawn. Oh my gosh, too many to actually even talk about, and some I don't agree with. Like, I'm gonna read the book first before I make any judgments, I guess. Oh, the snowy maze that, you know, Danny's running through in the end. It was actually hundreds of tons of salt and crushed styrofoam. It wasn't real snow. I feel like it would have been cheaper to find a place with real snow, but whatever. I thought that was pretty cool. I can't imagine trying to clean that up, though. That's my worst nightmare. But yeah, I have so much more to say about this one. I am trying to get this video out sooner and not take, you know, a month on it this time, because I've been sick. I've had to set a few things back, including kind of condensing my outros, not, you know, studying as much for them, but whatever. I loved this movie. It was great. It definitely deserves a spot in, you know, the greatest movies of all time list that I go by. I have so much more to say, but I'm not going to, because I don't want this video to be super long, and I want to get started on the next one for you. So anyway, I had fun, hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye!